We're heading on a huge trip to Europe for 3 months with a baby and a toddler. So I wanted to show what all we're fitting in our suitcases. So in case you don't follow me on my socials, I travel a ton with my baby and toddler. I have a 10-month-old named Eloise and a 3-year-old named Adeline. And we are being hosted by Boundless Life to come and experience their amazing program for 3 months. We're going to be living abroad, working abroad. The girls are going to go to school abroad, and we're going to get to experience the local culture of Portugal. We are going to be living just outside of Lisbon for 3 months, or it's really like 12 weeks, which is a little less than 3 months. But anyway, let's get into it and let me show you what all I'm packing. In the girls, I have 3 suitcases, and then my husband will have the 4th suitcase, but he hasn't packed yet and we leave tomorrow. So I don't know. I think that's boys for you, but I would not be able to do this the day before. I have all of their clothes vacuum sealed, and this just saves a ton of space. I don't usually do this for short trips, but since this is such a long trip, I basically packed enough for like 2 to 3 weeks, especially with babies and toddlers because they need extra outfits. And I also prepared for like various weather because when we first get there, it's going to be really warm, but it's going to get cold. But I also don't know, like maybe we'll do a weekend trip to Greece or something crazy like that. And in that case, we're going to need warmer clothes. There's just so many different like scenarios to pack for. So I definitely needed a lot of different outfits. One thing I've heard about vacuum sealing your clothes is it becomes heavier quicker, obviously, because you're using less space, but it's still the same amount of things. So I've got to be careful not to go overweight, and I have a luggage weigher, but I don't know where that is, and my bag over there is definitely overweight. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to like redistribute this a bit. And in this side of the bag, I have formula. You definitely wouldn't like really need to bring this. You could buy it there, but I got sent Kendamil because they're awesome and send me free formula. And so I was like, I need to take it, and then this can just be space for anything we buy while we're there. I have all their shoes right here. And I also have the girls' toiletries in this bag, which we'll definitely buy like full-size things since we're gonna be in the same place for 3 months. But if we ever go on like a little weekend trip or something, we're gonna need travel size. So that also goes in here. And then some hair ties. And that can be closed up officially since I showed you guys everything, which I can't even begin to tell you how good it feels to have something packed and closed up and like ready. Okay, now this bag is more miscellaneous, and probably half of it is like stuff I would take on a normal trip, and half of it is like stuff that I'm bringing because we're gonna be there a long time. Tush baby, definitely need this. We have a 10-month-old. She loves to be held, and she's like 26 pounds, so she's huge. I just highly recommend this if you have any like baby or toddler that loves to be held but doesn't necessarily love the carrier. This is really nice. I have some toys in here that like I'm really only bringing because we're gonna be there for a long time. It's just like a few of their like favorite toys, so it's more of like a comfort thing. And there are a couple new ones, but mostly if we need toys, we will buy them when we're there or like rent them or something. But since we are gonna be there for 3 months, we're definitely bringing more toys than if we were just gonna be there for like a week. This is a beach bag, and I love it for travel because it just condenses really small. It could basically fold up into nothing in there if I didn't have room for this stuff, which I could always take out if last minute we're like, we forgot something and we have to fit something else in. This isn't like top priority, but this is like a sand-free area that will be really nice for at the beach. And then these are the 2 mini chairs. Since like there are gonna be a lot of beaches about 30 minutes away from us, we have some chairs to sit in, even though like with a baby and toddler, how much are you actually gonna sit at the beach? That's a really good question. And a sand-free area if they're wanting to play. Oh, and I also put Addie's goggles in here and 2 pairs of sunglasses for them in here. And I'll pack our sunglasses elsewhere because they're like actual nice sunglasses. Slumber pod, Addie and Eloise will be sharing a room, which they usually do, so I'm not too worried, but I brought this just in case we need it. The only thing about it is slumber pods fit over like a pack and play instead of a full-size crib, at least that one. I think they make a full-size one too, but we do not have it. So if that actually becomes an issue, we'll see what we can do about it. But since they sleep in the same room here, I'm not too worried about it, but it's nice to have that just in case. And also for hotels, when we're all sharing a room, that's when it becomes more of an issue. More clothes for the girls, and this is a portable bottle washer. Addie's favorite baby doll, a blanket for home for comfort. These are like meds and stuff in case we get sick. I heard to bring cold medicine from the US because it's different there. I don't know if that's really the case, but I'm doing it just in case. Thermometer, stuff like that. And the rest is also clothes and bows. So that's bag 2. And then bag 3 is my stuff, and honestly, probably not as interesting. It's mostly just clothes and shoes. So I might not show you that. And then we're also bringing this hiking carrier because there's a lot of good hiking there. I'm gonna leave this open for now because I feel like we really need to redistribute this. Also, this is my jewelry. I don't have that much in there, just like a couple staple things, but something like this is really nice to travel with. And then what we are bringing on the plane. So I will have this backpack. Inside, it has some like content creation stuff, a few snacks, like just like Ritz crackers and bars, and then this has my neck pillow in it and eye mask. And these are Eloise's toys, as well as my Kindle, which I need to charge, and a coloring / sticker activity book. Then in the back is my laptop, and I also need to add a laptop charger in here. Hopefully I don't forget that. Oh, and this is a tray table cover, which is really nice for traveling with kids. And then Addie got to fill this backpack on her own. She chose to bring this Mickey Mouse blanket, and then she filled this up, this toiletry bag up with the toys she wanted to bring for the most part. I also need to still put crayons up here for her coloring book. So, and Eloise has her toy bag is in my carry-on, and it looks very similar to this, but with some of the same toys and some toys more for her age. And this, if you're wondering where we're gonna fit it, it fits in this huge Patagonia duffel that Ryan has. So I'm hoping he's gonna bring that and we can fit it in the top. If not, we're just gonna have to figure out something else. Oh, and I forgot something that I see right here. This Baby Tula carrier is great, and we're gonna bring this along for Eloise. She might not use it as much now, but when she's a Velcro baby, it was great. And this will be a great combo for hikes. So if Addie's tired, she can sit in this, and Eloise will sit in this. If Addie wants to walk, then Eloise will be in this. So that is pretty much everything that we are bringing on our trip. I mean, it is everything other than my suitcase and Ryan's suitcase, which our stuff isn't quite as interesting anyway. It's basically clothes and shoes and toiletries. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to take you guys along on the adventure, so be sure to follow along, and I'll see you guys soon in Portugal.